The Pakur Deputy Commissioner has reacted to the CNN News 18 report. He has said that we haven't yet received any report from the government, claims that if they get any notice, they will look into the matter.
These are the things which are coming in the reports. We have not yet received any report from the government as it. But once we receive it, we have already given the directions that wherever any illegal kind of activities that comes to the notice of the local administration, whatever the legal steps has to be taken, it will be taken by us.
So they are saying that they have not got any intimidation, but Saurabh, you are saying this letter is dated the 5th of June 2023. So why is the Pakur Deputy Commissioner saying we have not received any intimation about this at all?
See, Anand, there was an PIL filed last year in Ranchi High Court, and after that PIL, the Ranchi High Court had taken cognizance of it and has asked for a report from the state, which the next hearing is on 11th of this month. So after that, this special branch had forwarded the letter to the district collectors and SPs of all the districts of the state, and now investigations are going on. We also tried to speak with the Superintendent of Police of Pakur, and he also did not deny that there was such activities going on. He in fact said that this is happening, it's not new, it's been happening because the border is very porous, and also the border is of the river is also there, Ganga river, from which the monitoring is very difficult, and because of that the possibility of infiltration can't be ruled out, and because they have the same kind of culture, language, so they easily mingle with the population, so it's very difficult. And as we saw in the letter, Anand, that they get their identity cards made, so one cannot, you can't
somebody you can get to the bottom, you can,
from
if
Bangladesh.
They want to do it,
Yes.
Saurabh, if they want
Yes,
to get to the bottom of it, they can find out which are the madrasas, who are the entities who are allowing this infiltration. Secondly, who are the people who are making these fake papers? How can foreign nationals who are illegally entering into our country get valid voter IDs without somebody in the system being in cahoots?
See, Anand, although it's not official, but when I inquired, I was in the region, I came to know about the region that there were 8 blocks that were made new. It was new 8 blocks made in recent years, and in all 8 blocks there were Santhal tribe women who were representative of that block, like Mukhia, Up-Mukhia, or you can say Parshad. Councillor also was there from the region, and their husbands were Muslims. So they had intercaste marriage, inter-religion marriage, and the husband is Muslim, and as we know, in villages generally the husbands as representative of the the elected person, they do all the work of the blocks. So this possibility of making fake IDs can't be ruled out. It can be easily made because a Mukhia is sufficient enough.
So
to
they are
make
marrying the local tribal women.
A voter ID.
The tribal women retain their tribal identity, while the husbands continue to remain Muslims. So this is something which you are saying is evident on ground.
I'm not saying it officially, but it can be a possibility that making, if we consider making fake IDs, then this can be used as a tool, because making voter IDs or like enrollment of names in the voter list is very easy for a Mukhia to do so. So this can be a possibility. We can't rule it out, but we did not get any official statement, so we can allege this.
Well, I do remember, and we will try and pull that out. News 18 Bihar, Jharkhand had done this story sometime last year, where there were certain claims being made on similar grounds as you are trying to cite. Meanwhile, the claim on illegal influx seems to be substantiated by the census figures. Between 2001 and 2011, let's try and see, there has been an overall increase of about 14% in the Muslim population in the state. So this is what the census of 2001 compared it to the census of 2011. The overall increase is 14%. Now, Muslim population census, there is an increase in 37%. The Santal population census, the increase is 10.8%. So the Santal population grew at 14.2%. The Muslim population in Sahibganj in 2001, it was say 2,90,060. Then in 2011, it was 3,98,243. So a 37% increase. Now this is Pakur. The next one that we are now seeing is Pakur. In Pakur, the increase from 2,27,069 to 3,22,963. So an increase of 42%. The Santal population rising by 19.51% in the same. So how can it be so disparate? If the TFR is around 2 or 2.5, maybe higher than the national average, even then the calculation doesn't arrange unless there is massive mass conversion which has happened or illegal influx has happened. One of the two has to answer. But the Santal population growing at 19.5% and the Muslim population is more than double. That's the number in Pakur. So let's try and understand that. Then, if we look at some of the other districts, this is a similar trend that's being seen. Saurabh Rathore is still with us. Saurabh, now is this something which is raising concerns? How is it nobody has flagged this? Because population increase, TFR, they have to match. If one group is growing at one particular percentage, say about 10 or 12%, how can the other grow at 3 times or 2.5 times that pace in the same area?
It's alarming, Anand, and remember this census is of 2011. Last census was done in 2011. It's been 12 years that the counting has not been done. And when I was in that area, I barely see any Santhal moving on road. Mostly the area were dominated by Muslim population. And if we talk about the population rise in those areas, I tried to speak with the district collector. He officially said that the fertility rate of Muslims is too high and the mortality rate of the tribals is low because of their drinking habits. So because of that, this whole disparity is there. He said that 50% is the reason behind this, 50% can be other reasons. So if we consider other reasons, the other reasons can be majorly the influx of Bangladeshis illegally into the area, and as we saw in the letter how they settle in the madrasa and get their ID cards made and mingle with the population, and then this whole fertility rate factor comes
this
into
fertility and reproduction rate can also be checked very easily based on the average age of the population in that area. If there is a quick dipstick that is done, what is the nature of these people, how old are they in the last if it is the last 20-year period, and if the average age is 27 or 30 or 32, then clearly they are not born in the last 2 decades. They have come from somewhere. And if the overall claim is that no, the TFR is the same, then you have to back these numbers and this logic. And this is 2011. Uske baad to ab 13 saal, 12 saal ho gaye. We don't even know what's happened in the last 12 years.